BlackRock spot ETF spot 267 Bitcoin and 4,380 Ethereum on February 13th. You're seeing these major firms picking up Bitcoin, Ethereum at a record pace. While you're seeing a lot of bloodbath across the board, you're noticing a specific, event that's taking place, which of course is where BlackRock is coming and actually buying the bloodbath. They're not here for the short term. I know, people are already, thinking about when the next all-time high is going to be and when the market top is going to be. And, a lot of people are focused only for the year of 2025. Most people right now, especially retail investors, they're not even focused on what the next 5-10 years look like. They're only focused on this year alone, and this shows you where the likes of BlackRock, Fidelity, and these big asset managers are really, where they really are when it comes to their thinking. But, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys are reading the title. Market is picking up as of recording this update right now. Huge update, of course, for XRP here. We're going to kind of talk about, what's really happening. The price is moving right now. The price is doing exactly what we've been discussing, but in return, market has been reacting quite positively over the last few hours as well. And, going into Friday morning, I'm sure no one can ask for anything better. XRP up 11.7% today, guys. Shout out to you guys. You guys deserve this. But here we are, up 11.7% over the last 24 hours, more specifically over the last few hours where you're seeing the market, picking up traction. The price of XRP at $2.70, up 11% in USD, up 6% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap at $150.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 4.7 billion. A very, very exciting time, of course, for XRP holders right now. But again, major news coming out, which of course we're going to be talking about, really understand the magnitude of this. And as more and more people are waking up, because of course, when this announcement did come out where SEC has acknowledged the filings of the ETFs for XRP, most people in Asia, were asleep, right? So, as more and more people are, finding this out and market is picking up traction, I really do believe XRP makes that move as we are anticipating. But before we get into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So of course, if you are not aware of this, we're going to quickly go over this. So SEC acknowledged, Grayscale's 19B/4 filing for spot XRP ETF. And of course, Brad Gerlinghouse said, I recall pointing out more than once that this was inevitable, despite some vocal assertions to the contrary. So again, he saw it coming, and so did we. If you've been an XRP holder, if you have been following my channel, this is something, we've been discussing for quite some time. It's not that the ETF is approved, but the fact that they got acknowledged, it really shows you, the flip the switch event is really taking place right now. All the speculation that we're talking about, what if this happens, what if that happens, one of the ifs actually ended up happening today. SEC government that actually has a lawsuit with Ripple acknowledged the ETF filing for that same, company in a way. Because of course, Ripple is the parent company, and XRP is the native token of the blockchain. But that really shows you how big of a deal this really is. People are not understanding the magnitude of this right now, and I really do believe this really shines a light towards that case, specifically that case. Now, forget about, the ETF for a second. We're more focused on the case. What does this really show, what's going to happen, with this specific case, in the very near future? Let me know your thoughts down below. And look at this. Robinhood CEO Vlad explains how stablecoins help to facilitate transactions and settlements between cash and crypto 24/7, particularly on the weekends when banks are closed. It's a 24/7 network that's running on software, and I could not agree more, with him. And it can be integrated, and this is where the XRPL, the RLUSD can potentially thrive. And RLUSD is still obviously quite new compared to its competitors like USDT. And we need to remember USDT did not get to the level where it has been in a short span of time. It took years, and it got to that level. But now, as regulatory compliance is at the forefront, you are going to see regulatory compliant, stable coins really the ones that people want to be looking at. And institutionals have been quite skeptical of using stable coins for cross-border payments, but or cross-border transfers. And this is where things change. But let's move forward. Look at this, guys. A chat says, this year will be the blockchain IPO craze that will reach levels of the internet.com mania, where anyone with a .com went insane. The difference is now it will be coupled with the crypto coin associations with that company, Ripple, XRP. And again, we know this. This is something Brad Garlinghouse has said in the past. If you've been following the Crypto ZX channel for quite some time, you know this. We've discussed that. He has said in the past, once a lawsuit comes to an end, they go, public. Ripple goes public. And what is that going to do? Is Ripple just going to, not thrive? Is XRP not going to react in a positive way? I don't think so. And I really do believe, under the Trump administration, under, the complete restructure, we do see a lot of, companies. And again, not a lot of them are going to, get to the levels, where a lot of people anticipate. Obviously, some will become, massive. But, we're going to see a wide range of, blockchain companies, going for IPO, going public, especially US-based ones. So that's something I'm very excited to see, and I really want to kind of see that full circle moment, because here we are, people that were the early adopters of crypto, early investors, that used to dream of times like this. You're really starting to see these things come in very, very close. So take a look at this. Shutter to smoke, of course. Remember, Bitnominal, a CFTC regulated crypto derivative exchange, is in the process of adding XRP to its futures offerings. Once the CFTC approves XRP futures trading on a Bitnominal, CME is expected to follow suit. What does this mean? Once approved, XRP futures will allow institutional investors to enter the market, driving significant capital flow into the market. This move will accelerate XRP's growth and adoption, positioning it for a stronger presence in the financial world as demand for regulated, derivatives will increase. XRP, derivative market coming soon. And again, things are starting to make sense. We talk about puzzle pieces aligning, and this is a perfect example of that. But if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance here, dominance has been pulling down. Look at this sharp pullback just in the last, few, minutes. You're seeing about 60.62%. Obviously, we're still quite high if you're looking at it from a grand scheme of things. Obviously, if we drop below 60%, I mentioned this in my H-bar update, I anticipate, a lot of excitement over the weekend, and especially going into the upcoming week as well. Bitcoin right now, let's give it a refresh live. Let's see if Bitcoin had a bounce. Bitcoin actually did end up seeing a bounce, currently sitting at $96,961, but goes back to what I've been saying so many times to you guys. We're still having a hard time making our way up to that 98,000. I know a lot of people are scratching their head, why is the price of Bitcoin now going up to $98,000, and we're yet seeing, the whole market, pumping like crazy. What is really causing this? What's really causing this is right here. I'm pointing my fingers to this right here. Bitcoin dominance pulling down like this, while Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a bounce, and that itself is causing this much of a switch in the momentum. Are we supposed to get super excited right now as far as the broader market is concerned? Not just yet. I do need the dominance to go down, and of course Bitcoin does need to be at those levels, as I've discussed to you guys before. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for XRP. XRP is doing exactly what I was talking to you guys about. We actually did end up closing in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and let's take a look at it on the hourly time frame, guys. This is a complete thing of beauty here. Let's kind of take a look at it on a closer time scale. So we went up to $2.73, and like I said, as Asia, as Europe is, waking up. They're waking up to this specific news, and of course, with the market momentum that we're seeing right now, this could really push, the XRP's price higher. And of course, the likes of some of these other, projects that are similar to XRP are, thriving. And of course, we know the correlation between XLM and XRP. You're starting to see that correlation really playing out, up 7.6% for XLM as well. But if you're looking at XRP right now, the fact that, we are back up, to this range, I do believe, we're heading back up to this, $2.80 quite fast. I think, we'll get there. But look where we're finding a hard time breaking out of this key resistance. Even though we did wick up to that $2.73, I do believe, that wick is going to fail, in the next hours to come. But that's not the level you want to be watching out for. You want to be watching out for this $2.80. If we're able to break out of this range, I do believe, a $3 XRP is going to be reclaimed quite fast. And, anyone that, panic sold on the third will be like, I shouldn't have panic sold. And again, this should be a learning lesson for every one of you guys, because, these types of moves happen in the markets. And, how do you overcome this? You want to obviously not get wiped out. How do you not get wiped out? As long as you've done your due diligence research and have invested what you can afford to lose, then your patience is your number one key to follow. I cannot stress this enough. But what an amazing move right now. This is exactly what we want to see happening for XRP. We'll keep you guys covered. And yeah, love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.